John from J.O. Ventures Outdoors, and I'm not in my garage. I'm actually in a friend's garage here. Just met this gentleman here this past year, I think it was, Ray, at the flea market. Ray is a leathersmith, leather worker here in the community, and he just does awesome work. I was actually, I saw the leather on the table at the flea market, and I was right there to your table, wasn't I, Ray?
Yes,
and,
you were.
And I was asking him questions. He was probably thinking, who is this guy? And why is he asking me so many questions, you know? So we've just enjoyed building a friendship here. And so Ray came to me here recently with a proposal. Well, he found out, I told him I had a YouTube channel. He started watching, believe it or not. And so brought him some stickers one day. I think Big J might have been with us, you know, when I came to your table, and he had a proposal for me. And Ray, you want to introduce yourself and just kind of tell us about your proposal to me and what we're up to, because we're into a little collaboration here. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a Ray Good. I'm local leather craftsman, maker, tinker, and yeah, I set up at the flea markets and try to make enough to buy material and stuff like that. I'm recently retired. Jay and I have developed a friendship through that. We're actually working on a collaboration. We're going to do a knife sheath together for a knife that I've recently purchased, and he's going to feature it on his channel.
yeah, and when Ray told me about this, I thought that was awesome. And then he showed me we're going to show it to you here in just a minute. It's not done yet. We're right here in Ray's garage, and I'm actually looking at it for the first time, and we'll show you the pattern. We'll show you what he's done. He's done some beautiful tooling. You know, I haven't really done much, or I haven't done any tooling. And so I'm going to do the kind of put together part of it and do some dyeing on it and finishing for the project. And we have something special in mind for this, so we'll tell you what that is here in a little bit. And but it's very generous of Ray to offer to do this with me and feature it on the channel. And so I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So we'll turn this camera around to tabletop view, and we'll show you what we're up to so far. And there'll be a couple other segments in this video as well. Okay, here we are again. We're looking at the tabletop here in Ray Good's garage, his shop, his leather shop, and we're going to show you this project. But what it failed to do in the first segment was to tell you the official name of his business, his leather crafting business. It's the Rocking R Arts and Crafts. Is that right, Ray? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, very good. And he's got an Etsy store. We'll put that link down below. You can see what he has available, and really encourage you to go and buy some of his goods. He's really got some great things. But here's the sheath. We want to talk about the knife and the sheath, and I'll certainly say more about Ray's Etsy store and other things later on. But first, before I do that, Ray's got a couple of items over here that he made, and I just want to show you a couple of his items here. There's his Rockin' R Maker's Mark, and this is Ray. This is like a slim wallet, right?
It's a minimalist wallet, yeah, card wallet.
Yeah, minimalist wallet. So a little EDC wallet. There's card slots there, and you can see it's just impeccable craftsmanship on that. And then this is another slim wallet design with a snap and places for cards or cash there. Got a place here where you can put an ID, and these are available on your Etsy shop too, right, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent, very good. I just wanted to show you some of the other examples of his work. But this is the sheath here. First, we want to show you the knife. This is a, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but husk knife from Japan. It's a chef's knife, actually, made from Japanese steel. I don't know exactly what the steel is on this. Haven't done any research on this. The first time I've seen it. But Ray has used this, haven't you, Ray? And for some food prep.
I use one similar to. I have one myself, and then I bought this one to build the sheath with. Yeah,
so we're looking at, you know, I don't know what size that. I'm gonna put that down before I cut myself. When you mess with knives, you do end up cutting yourself occasionally, but it's almost a 6-inch blade there, a 6-inch cutting edge. It's got this hole here. This is kind of a finished, it's kind of a rough finished area there at the top part. Then you can see the edge and some jimping on top. This is just a really aggressive, cool looking knife. And I'm not sure what the handle material is, but it feels like a wood of some sort. Is that right, Ray?
Yeah, it looks like a walnut or something, maybe.
Yeah, we're thinking it's a walnut. It has a lanyard hole. I think I'm going to add a leather lanyard to that with a bead. So very cool. So this is the design here. I'm kind of reaching around the camera. I'm not in my normal habitat here. So the sheath that came with it is this one, and both Ray and I were like, that's not much to write home about, but, you know, certainly would get the job done. But hey, we need something better, don't we? And Ray has, you know, drawn out the pattern for this. Is this something that you designed, Ray, yourself?
It is, yeah.
Very good. You can see the back part, the front panel, and the pattern for the welt. And here's the designs, potential designs that he had for me, and I chose the one that you see here. Here's the front panel, and this is for the snap. And just excellent tooling. I mean, that's just beautiful. I haven't quite gotten to this yet. Maybe Ray will show me a few things at some point.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. I would love to learn a little bit. And here we've got the welt glued onto this front panel, and he's already put the holes in it for me. And the welt had to be built up, and I've had some other sheaths where you've seen me build the welt up, and Ray had to do that as well to account for the handle thickness and the thickness of the blade. And he said this is what, 6-7 ounce? 6 ounce?
Yeah, 6-7.
Yeah, 6-7 ounce veg tan leather. So there's that. That'll go together like this. But before we do that, of course, we will need to put the belt loop on the back. So I'll be doing most of this in my shop, and as well as the dyeing on this. We'll probably might do some of this together because there's some intricate work here. I may have Ray do a little lesson for me on some of this intricate dyeing before I take it home to attempt it. Does that sound okay, Ray?
Sounds good.
And of course, we'll need to trim the welt so that it's flush around the edges, and then I'll need to stitch it. So, but gosh, Ray's already drilled the holes for me. So I may have to spread the holes out just a little bit to make them a little larger for my, so my thread doesn't get hung up in there. And I'll do that a little bit, you know, once I get it glued together, and a little more stable. But, so that's the project so far. And I think Ray's going to put the snap on for me. And are you going to stitch this piece too, or that goes on the back, doesn't it?
Well, it actually goes on the front.
It goes on the front. Yeah, that's right. Right there.
Yep, goes on the front.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a snap.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Snap on that side, and then we're going to stitch that on there. Yeah. So that's a technique so that you don't have the metal piece riding up against the knife. And so we're going to do that here pretty soon, and we'll show you a little bit of that here in just a minute.
All right.
Okay, we're back here with Ray, and Ray, what are we up to here?
So we're just putting the snap on the washer, and then we'll place it on the sheath, and then stitch it on again, just to keep it from being exposed on the inside and touching the blade on the knife itself.
Yeah, it's a more refined technique. When Ray and I were talking about, I put a little piece of felt on the back, which does the same thing, but this is a little more refined, and it's really great to see this, you know, demonstrated. And I've done, of course, set lots of snaps in the past, but this is great.
Now you might have to readjust.
Oh, have to do your.
We're
gonna have to come over to your marble here, and we'll get your setter and do it over there. Or
so real simple. I usually use a Phillips screwdriver. And what that does is
it spreads it out, so
it doesn't, so that it'll sprawl out a little bit instead of bending over.
Okay, Ray, you're earning your keep here, because I'm learning some really great stuff, and I've often had them go crooked on me.
Yeah,
and so that keeps it from going crooked.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And the other secret is, or technique. These snaps are very hard sometimes to set, because people will grab them up here at the top like this and just start wailing on it. And this is back here bouncing around, and it'll sometimes bounce right out.
Yeah. And
you won't catch it. So the secret there is just hold your fingers on it while you tap it. And I'm tapping a circular motion. Checking it frequently, and you just want to tap it until it
didn't move, and wiggle on you. Yeah. But if I had a nickel for every snap I tried to yank out with a pair of pliers, they usually end up okay, but in the end.
But that's it. I mean, that's all there is to say.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, let's show it a little closer in the camera here. Yeah, there you go. Perfect set to the snap. And then what we're going to do, I assume I'll be doing this, I don't know, but be gluing that right onto there and then stitching this. Of course, we have to stitch this and the belt loop before we glue it all together. And but we'll have some dyeing to do before we do some of that, I believe. So awesome. Well, thank you, Ray. Really, I've told him I've already learned a bunch in just a little bit that we visited this evening, and I expect I'll learn more here as we go. So we'll come back here with another segment here pretty soon. Okay, we're back, and I'm trying not to make Ray nervous because, as you can see, he's doing some very intricate dye work. He's kind of demonstrating this, and I think I'm going to maybe have a little hand at this here in a little bit. But he's dyeing just the background to the tooling that he's done, the beautiful design with the oak leaf and the acorns. I don't know, Ray, if you want to say any more about what you're doing there, but
yeah, basically you just you're putting for lack of better terms, pencil to paper. You dip in there your dye onto your brush, and then you're wicking it into your background. Basically,
you don't have to touch it very heavily. You're just barely touching it is what he's
you don't really have to paint it in. You're basically wicking it in. And that's all there is to it. It's just, you don't want to get your brush full of dye and then jump up here in this little bitty corner, right? You want to make sure you get some of the heavy dye off of it before you get up into the intricate parts.
Very cool technique. Not seen it demonstrated here, so I wanted to show you what we were up to, and then I'll do the that is actually show brown dye, and I'm going to do the rest of it show brown, but I'll do the big areas and he's going to do most of the intricate part. But I may get a little chance to try it out here in just a minute. So we just kind of wanted to show you what was going on here on this part of the project.
Yeah, I think Jay needs to do some on the
camera. You don't want me to do some on camera? I guess that's a fair deal. Okay, so I just need to, do I need any more dye on this, or is it got
maybe
plenty? Yeah, it looks like I need a little more, don't I? You don't have to get much on here.
Very good.
I haven't screwed it up yet, have I?
No, you're not. You're not going to.
We were just talking that
we'll call it a happy mistake. Like
it's got character. It's got character. It's handmade. That's what we've been saying in the knife community, that it's actually handmade. If I was going to do this very long, I would probably need a chair, but this is very, very detailed work.
It's worth it in the end, though.
Yeah, it really will make the tooling and the leaves and all that pop. So we want to do all we can to really make this pop. It's kind of addictive here, so.
And that, like when you get up against the oak leaf,
yeah,
and you're right-handed, so what you want to do is just
flip it around.
Yeah, so you get a better angle.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was starting to get the brush right there, a little bit against it. Okay, there we go. Hey, we'll bring you back when we get a little closer on this. And I'm going to turn the camera off for now, and we'll come back to you. John from J.O. Ventures Outdoors, and here I'm in the last segment of this video with the collaboration project with Ray Good, a local leather crafter and leathersmith, and you saw the other segments when we were working together on the collaboration sheath, and it was handed over to me with some instruction and a little bit of a tutorial from Ray. I had to ask him a couple questions, but I wanted to show you the final product. And here's the final product on the sheath. It's got the knife in it. It's got both maker's marks on the back here. You can see the edges. And then also we've got the snap installed here. We did a little bit of antiquing on this with Ray's suggestion, and a little bit of instruction from Ray. I did that. So on this project, Ray did the design, he did the tooling, he of course cut everything out, cut cut out the washer here. He installed this part of the snap. I installed the other part. He had basically everything ready to go to be glued together and stitched and dyed and all that sort of thing. So I dyed it. I put the dye on. I stitched everything. I burnished the edges. I did the antiquing here. It's got 3 coats of sheen and a coat of leather treatment from Last Chance Knives. I put the lanyard and the bead on the handle. Ray donated the knife, which is a husk knife from Japan with Japanese steel. This is it right here. So very cool wood handle of some sort. We're not sure what that is. Might be walnut. Got a little snap right here. There's the belt loop, kind of a scabbard style sheath. So it's been a very cool project to work with Ray. I've enjoyed that very much. Really very much appreciate him collaborating with me on this and being able to visit his shop and work with him a little bit. And I'll have his Etsy page, the link down below. But as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, oh, here's the box. Here's the box for the knife. Japan. You'll also get the original sheath. It's inside the box. I showed it earlier. Oh, and I let the cat out of the bag there. What we're going to do is we're going to give this away. So very generous of Ray to do that. That was the plan all along. And so what we're going to do is, here are the requirements. You have to be 18 years of age or older, have a U.S. mailing address, cannot ship this overseas or outside the country. Sorry about that, international friends. Just too much. It's a knife, and so we can't do that. And so anyway, U.S. mailing address, 18 years of age or older, subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and somewhere in your comment, mention Ray's name. Just mention Ray in your comment. And then also like the video. So about 1 week from when this video posts, let's just give you a date, because I think I'm filming this on Saturday. I'll probably post it on Monday after I edit it. So 1 week from Monday, what would that be? That's the 18th. It'd be right around the 25th of November. I will do another video and choose the winner. I'll either do a random number generator and pick the number, or I'll do a random comment picker. So be careful of scams. That's the only way you're going to know you win, is from that video. So that's when I'm going to choose the winner. So I believe Monday's the 18th. It'll be 1 week from then. It'll be the 25th. I'll put that down below, as well as the other guidelines for the giveaway. Thank you to Ray very much for this collaboration, and thank you all for watching.